So we don't normally do case reviews on the channel, but hey, we're always down for trying something new. Plus, it gives us a chance to sell out even more when promoting DIYPC cases. But anyways, we're going to be checking out a case from DIYPC. This is their Model X, a case that delivers 2 RGB fans, a tempered glass side panel, and a unique aesthetic for only $50 a majority of the time. It goes on sale in and out sometimes, but regardless, how about we dive into it a little bit more after a word from today's sponsor. OPC delivers a great gaming chair at a competitive price compared to the mainstream brands. With multiple color options to choose from, there is bound to be a perfect match for your setup. Jackson uses one daily with his setup, and so should you. Check the link down below to learn more and pick one up today. Now, if you couldn't tell, we have a new video set. Well, I do at least. This was a long time coming, and I feel this new look will add to the content that we make on this channel and hopefully help us grow. I was getting very tired of the unorganized set that I had, and a lot of you in the comments were agreeing with me. Now to the product we're going to be talking about today, more specifically the DIYPC Model X-W-RGB white steel tempered glass case. It is a mid-tower case and comes with 2 RGB fans pre-installed. I actually did a live stream over at twitch.tv/ToastyBros building a PC in this case, and then giving you my live raw feedback about how building in the case is, some pros, some cons, and if you're interested in that and you want to see an hour-long live stream, link in the description down below. But for those who are not interested in watching an hour-long live stream archive, we're going to break down some of the pros and cons right now. First up, build quality. This case is super lightweight, which does not inspire any confidence in the overall build quality, but for the price, it's kind of what I grow to expect. They use cheaper materials to keep the cost down. The case shell without the tempered glass side panel on it kind of feels like a toy. There was obviously price cuts made to the main shell to add the important things like RGB and tempered glass. Those are the main selling points of this case, and well, you know, the more RGB, the more frames you get in games like PUBG and Fortnite. It's just fact. Now the case comes with a white glossy coat on the top of the case and a matte finish on the front. I think the black model would be the same, but I don't have that in-house to test it, but for those who are really against white glossy finishes, know that the top of the case does come with a white glossy finish, and if you hate it, then you should know that, because I know there's a lot of people out there who really hate glossy materials, so be forewarned. The I/O on this case is pretty boring, but I'll pass over it real quick. 2 USB 2.0 ports, 1 USB 3.0 port, along with a headphone and microphone jack. Now that tempered glass side panel is, well, tempered glass. However, the mounting mechanism is very poorly done. It is damn near impossible to mount this thing back without smudging it. Unless you're rocking some gloves, you are most definitely going to get that gamer gunk on it. Again, another cost-saving measure, but it's something that I can look past because you're including tempered glass in a sub $60 case. There is a power supply shroud, a common appearance in most cases in 2018. It looks nice and makes cable management so easy that pretty much anyone can do it, so you PC builders out there, you don't have an excuse. One thing that I can't allow from DIYPC is the lackluster cable routing options. There is no real dedicated CPU routing hole at the top of the case. Yeah, seriously, there's no cutout on the top of the case, something that should be standard in all modern cases. Even if you're trying to cut costs, that is no way to do it. You most definitely need to keep a cutout right for CPU power, because it totally ruins your cable management job when you have to route your CPU power across your motherboard to plug it in, especially with that big open tempered glass side panel. You want to look really good. I mean, you can do what we did where we route the cable behind the motherboard, which is totally not ideal or safe, but yeah, we're the Toasty Bros. That's kind of what we do around here. Drive mounting is, well, for lack of a better term, budget. There are 2 internal 3.5-inch bays and 2 2.5-inch bays. To install the drives in the 2.5-inch slot, you literally have to bend back on pins, slide the drive in, and fold the pins back down and then screw them in. It's not ideal for someone who likes to swap their drives a lot because it's using the same material that this case is made from, and after a period of time, it's going to bend off like one of those pop-out PCI brackets. Now, I am not Gamers Nexus, so I won't be doing any temperature benchmarks in this video, but if you want some basic rundown of how the PC performs using an i7-2600 PC with a GTX 960 and stress testing it with i264 using stock cooler, this is on the screen right here. But the one thing that a lot of people are going to be questioning is that front intake. There's literally no front intake. There's a very small gap on the side of the case for front intake, and my thing that I would say about this case is it's not designed for super high-end builds. If you're rocking a super high-end build, spend more money on a higher end case. This case is good for budget hardware, low end, low power consuming stuff, and it will be plenty fine for that. Now let's go ahead and address the main focus of this case, the RGB. Honestly, it's great. The fans have a ton of cycle modes that you can change from the front of the case, and it's not cheaply done. There is an actual fluid RGB mode, and it's pretty damn bright. Not as bright as something like an RGB strip, but it does add a great accent to the case, and it syncs up with the digital logo on the front of the case. Really neat. Considering this functionality, including the fans, probably cost a big chunk of the case budget, they did a great job being able to incorporate it while also keeping the total case price down. I'm overall very impressed by this case. While I do have a big gripe when it comes to cable management options, I find the aesthetic to be nice, and for those who are really looking for an RGB case on a budget, it's a really good option. Plus, it is a great PC case for those PC flips that you're trying to do on the used market, which stay tuned and be sure to subscribe because I'll be coming out with a PC flip guide on how to add more value to your used PCs. I've been really enjoying that series I've been doing on the channel, and in my personal life, I've been making some good profits flipping PCs on the used market, and I would love to share my advice with you. And that about wraps this video up here, guys. If you like this video, leave a like down below and comment DIYPC in the comment section down below if you made it this far. If you are new to the channel and you like this style of content, be sure to subscribe if you do feel inclined to do so. Also follow us on our social media pages like Twitter and now Instagram. We never publicly promoted the Instagram or anything because we kind of just did that behind the scenes and there's like barely any followers over there, so we definitely want to grow that page. Check the link in the description down below if you're interested. It's a great way for us to promote behind the scenes stuff with, well, pictures. Thanks again, guys. If you're interested in purchasing this case, there'll be a link in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, and if you do purchase the case using that link, it does help support the channel, so we greatly appreciate you considering doing so. Thanks again, guys. Hope to see you all in the next video. Peace out.